Friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And the Enforcer.
And it's time for our Full Gear 2022 predictions. That's right. Stop me up. It's coming up this Saturday or Sunday. Is it Saturday or Sunday? Hey guys, it's Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
You already on vacation,
That's
Steve?
Right. It's on Saturday.
Steve's fishing.
I'm like
Moggs.
Moggs. I'm already on vacation. No,
On
I still got a lot
fishing.
to do between now and then. But yeah, Saturday, tomorrow, Full Gear. Come check it out. We're going to be live streaming over here. We're going to be live streaming over there. We're going to be live streaming everywhere.
Yep.
Our watch along. So please join us for that. Got a lot of matches to get through, and there's probably still going to be some announced. We're at 11 right now. We're filming this late on Thursday, so I imagine maybe after Full Gear Rampage, there will be additional matches
at least
announced
two,
for the
I would
kickoff.
suspect, for the
Possibly.
0 hour or whatever they're calling their pre-show these days. Before we get started, confidence points, what we use here. Real simple. It's 11 matches. Match you're most confident in, you give 11 confidence points. The match you're least confident in, you give 1. So on and so forth till each match has unique confidence point value. You get that pick right. You get those points. Whoever has most points at the end of the month gets what's over Enforcer's right shoulder, big red.
Just
And also,
apart.
like I said, told Steve, winner. This either stays here or it goes with one of you guys. One of you guys will be hot stuff.
Hot
stuff.
Hot stuff.
All right.
Beautiful Del Taco pin right there from the Enforcer.
Yes,
all right, Larson, what's the
Great
first
stuff.
match?
One match announced for 0 hour kickoff show, buy-in, pre-show match. Ricky Starks versus Brian Cage. It's supposed to be a first-round bout for the Eliminator tourney. Sorry. Actually, we back up. That's Lance Archer, Ricky Starks. That's happening on Rampage. I'm assuming Ricky Starks wins, but it's Ricky Starks or Lance Archer versus Brian Cage. But it'll be Ricky Starks. Steve, who do you got?
Ricky Starks with 6 confidence points. I'll be honest with you. Really, there's 2 matches on here that I'm like, okay, I guess they can go anyway. So I've got low confidence points on some matches that I am more than certain about. And this is kind of one of them. It's 6 confidence points, so it's more than, the halfway mark. But it's Ricky Starks. Of course it's Ricky Starks. This is silliness.
Yeah, it's going to be Ricky Starks. They're really going to stack the deck against Ricky going into the finals when he faces Ethan Page on Wednesday's Dynamite. It's not on the Full Gear card anymore. So Ricky will have to go through Archer. He'll have to go through Brian Cage. Hopefully they make this a Jersey street fight. And then he'll have to go through Ethan Page on Dynamite.
Twitter might not be a thing anymore, so Cage isn't going to be able to ask Starks where a Jersey.
Maybe they're both on Mastodon. I don't know. Remains to be seen.
They're on the embassy Slack account.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly. That works.
I got Starks with 6 as well.
Yeah, I've got Starks with 5. Actually, once again, that does not mean I'm not confident that he's going to win. It's just.
Yeah,
I've got a lot. I have to put 5 on something. This happens to be the one here.
Yeah,
but Starks. I mean, he's going to beat Archer. He's going to beat Brian Cage as well. 5 on it.
Yep. Main card. First match I got here for the tag team titles: The Acclaimed versus Swerve and Our Glory.
There we go. Everybody scissor. Okay.
There we go.
I've got I got 4 on this with the Acclaimed again.
So little.
I'm certain about this one, but here's my only thing. And Larson, you and I talked about this a little bit on the bonus show today. They've been so obvious with the whole, oh my God, they're gonna break up. I'm more than certain it's gonna happen. The Acclaimed are the most popular act in AEW right now. They are going to win this.
Yeah.
But they've been really obvious about the breakup of Swerve and Our Glory. So maybe that doesn't happen. Maybe Keith Lee tries to go mega heel, and it's possible. But I don't think it's going to happen. But again, I'm just certain about all these matches.
I don't think it's going to happen either. That being said, I saw on Twitter while it's still up that Swerve and Our Glory has a new shirt. So
okay.
take the information what you will. Right now I got it claimed with 10.
Okay.
If I set aside the fact that Swerve and Our Glory have a new shirt, just look at the go-home math. Swerve beat Anthony Bowens.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Convincingly.
Yeah. Everything seems to indicate Claim's going to win. They're the most over act maybe in all of AEW. I got acclaimed with 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm with you guys there. I got Acclaim with 8. Yeah, if you were to do something foolish like take the belts off of them now, you're taking a lot of their stroke that they have and a lot of their scissor power away. You're going to be cutting them.
Yeah,
and you don't want to do that. But yeah, Acclaim with the 8 spot for me right here.
All right, next up we got for the TBS Championship, champion Jade Cargill versus champion Nyla Rose. Is Jade with 11.
Yeah, I got Jade with, I'll go 9 here, and then I'll put this 7 right here. But again, just supremely confident in all this. Jade Cargill, I've got 9 confidence points here. According to, was it Tony Khan that said this? That Tony Schiavone was the one who came up with this angle, Nyla Rose stealing the title.
Oh, really?
I read that somewhere on the possibly now dead Twitter. So you can't fact check me on it.
Yeah, right? You can't. Or
it's just gone. It's dithered away like the Elite did. Yeah, I got Jade. I mean, dude, you could easily go 11 on this one, but I got 9 on it.
Yeah, once again, I have to put a 7 somewhere. It doesn't mean that I don't have Jade with a lot of confidence. Just a lot of other ones I have as well. Nyla, treasure when she does backstage skits. Love her. Probably going to take a couple finishers from Jade, but Jade's going to get that belt. Actually enjoying Jade having some adversity, even though she is still champ, not having the belt. I do dig that. I do like the story, but Jade's going to win this.
Oh, yes. Yep. Excuse me. Next, got a cage match. Jungle Boy, Jack Perry, taking on Luchasaurus, Enforcer. Who do you got?
Well, this is I've only got 3 on Jungle Boy for this one, but it's just because it's a cage match, just like how we saw with Drew and Karrion. You can get a weird, both looking strong, but I think this is done. But on the off chance it's not, Jungle Boy with 3 right now.
What about you, Steve?
7 with Jungle Jack. Yeah, this is definitely the blow off. He got killed by both these guys at the last pay-per-view. They've been killing him ever since. He's had a couple spots here and there. But no, this is going to be the place where he gets his big win. They've actually done a really good job building up Luchasaurus during all this. I kind of like him and Christian together. Bad guy Luchasaurus, I dig. A bit more than good guy Luchasaurus. Jungle Boy wins 7 confidence points.
Yeah, I got Jungle Boy with 9. Everything you guys said. This I mean, he has to get a win. Jack has to get a win here.
At some point,
he's got beat up basically this whole time. He needs to get a W. It's going to be in the cage match. 9 confidence points. Next, ain't he great? JEFF, JARRETT, and Jay Lethal taking on Darby Allin and Sting. Steve, who do you got?
I got Sting and Darby Allin with 3 confidence points. This is one of the 3 that I'm like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, Darby Allin got his ass royally whipped. He did that great short film thing. Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal, they fucking lost to Ric Flair and Andrade, which is essentially should have been a handicap match. Basically.
Basically it was.
I mean, yeah, it's, but then they couldn't get the job done there. So yeah, but I got small confidence points on here. They're teasing Sting and Darby Allin going their separate ways, but I think with them it's going to be on a win, not on a loss. I don't think they're going to like split because they lost. So I still got confidence points on them, but you got to put your 3 somewhere.
Exactly. Yeah, I got Darby and Sting with 3 as well. It kind of feels like if Darby and Sting split, it's going to be amicable.
Yeah, right.
Like Sting is going to say, well, you learned all you can from me. Go off on your own.
It's like, like a kid going to college. Yeah,
exactly.
It's showtime.
It's showtime.
It'd be kind of cool if Darby, if he gave the phrase to Darby.
Yeah.
Darby and his weird goth dude saying it's showtime would be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool. How about you, Enforcer?
I've got Sting and Darby here. I've got 6 on this one. For everything you said. Yeah, Jarrett strolled in here. He's the new guy, normally a new person. Gonna get a win.
Tell that to Bandito.
Right, exactly, right. So once again, that's basically doesn't mean much except for later on. That's a little spoiler, but yeah, I just got Sting and Darby right now with 6.
All right.
Yeah. If they split up, it'll just be, hey man, that's a nice one. Shake hands, move on.
Exactly. Yeah, I think so. Next for the TNT title, Wardlow versus Samoa Joe versus Powerhouse Hobbs.
Oh.
I really want Hobbs to win this.
Yes.
Really want Hobbs to win this. Sadly, I think he's probably in this match to take a pin because I don't think they want Joe eating any pins. He's a champion. Guessing they want Wardlow to keep that belt. So, got to pin Hobbs, unfortunately. Wardlow gets the win. I got 1 confidence point on it, though.
Yeah, I got 2 confidence points on Wardlow. I, too, want Powerhouse Hobbs to win. It'd be really cool, given that triple threats, I believe, are no DQ, at least in WWE they are. It'd be really cool if, like, I don't know, Miro showed up and, like, wonked this match a little bit. Maybe doled out some machka kicks to some fools and allowed Powerhouse Hobbs to pick up kind of an advantageous win here. Opportunistic, I should say, sorry. But, all things being equal, it's one-on-one. It's going to be a big Haas match. I love it. Love to see it. I think Wardlow's going to win. I got 2 confidence points.
Yeah, I want Hobbs to win. That's why I have Hobbs with 1 right now. This is the hearts talking right now, okay? But I understand that, you've got 2 champs right here. One doesn't have the belt on the line, which I find a bit weird for a pay-per-view, not a premium live event. But, I would love for Wardlow, Samoa Joe, beat each other up, and then Hobbs roll in there and then take a win, and I would love it, but I doubt it. But right now, Art says Hobbs, Wardlow probably, though.
Next up for the Ring of Jericho Championship, you got the champion Chris Jericho taking on Bryan Danielson, taking on Claudio Castagnoli, taking on Sammy Guevara.
Sammy Guevara.
Enforcer, who do you got?
This one here, because it's a multi-person match, not a lot of confidence just for that fact. This is where my 2 is going to lay, and I think Jericho is going to squeak out of here with the win, with Claudio and Bryan probably starting to rip apart at the seams. Jericho's already said what he was going to say to Sammy, saying, do the right thing, do all that, make sure that I win. I think Jericho is going to win this, but multi-man match, 4 people, just 2 confidence on it.
Yeah, exactly. What about you, Steve?
I got 1 confidence point on this because of everything the Enforcer just said. I also have it on Chris Jericho, but you have at least 2, maybe even a third. I know they're trying to get Ring of Honor TV, which I don't know if you read between the lines today during Tony Khan's conference call, seems like it's having some problems with that. So I think that's why you keep it on Jericho. If it goes anywhere else, it'd probably be Bryan Danielson. And Jericho and Sammy could have their own thing going on. I mean, I could totally see this being the end of Jericho's reign if him and Sammy are going to feud, because I don't see Sammy being the guy to lead the Ring of Honor brand. So I think that's entirely possible. Maybe he was using Jericho to try to entice that, the executives for a TV deal. But if they're having problems getting that off the ground and they don't exactly know where they're going to go with it, maybe Danielson is your guy. He's a former WWE. I mean, I know Jericho is too, but Danielson easily could have been in the Punk role a year ago. Taking that title off of Hangman Page, but. So it could be Bryan. That's why I only have 1 confidence point here. I mean, it's Jericho. Again, when you look at the go-home math, this dude was tapping out. It wouldn't shock me if he got the pin on Claudio, sort of just some, to reciprocate what happened on that last episode of Dynamite.
Yeah, definitely. I got Jericho with 2. As Enforcer said, in these multi-man matches, it's hard to put too much confidence points on one competitor because it could go any way, especially in a case like this where you have 2 former Ring of Honor champs along with Jericho Danielson and Claudio. Sammy's there too. You don't know how what his participation will mean, not just for Blackpool Combat Club members, but also Jericho himself, whether that's going to be the start of something between them. In the end, though, it feels like Danielson and Claudio are probably going to be at each other's throats by the end of this match because the BCC are seemingly on its last days. And that would seem to give the advantage to Jericho because I don't see Sammy Guevara being Ring of Honor champion.
Sammy Guevara.
Jericho, 2 confidence points. Next up for the currently interim, maybe at some point soon, undisputed AEW Women's Championship. You got Toni Storm, champion, taking on Jamie Hayter. Steve, who do you got?
I feel like there's several reasons why I'm picking Toni Storm here to win. her entire reign has been marred by this interim tag, and I don't think you want an asterisk next to her name. So I feel like eventually, whether it's because Tony Khan deems it, whether he removes the interim tag from it and strips Thunder Rosa of her title, or Thunder Rosa comes back relatively soon and Toni Storm finally becomes actual AEW Women's Champ, she's gonna have the title when all that happens. Jamie Hayter is like probably the most popular woman in the women's division right now. But she still has she has a story built in with Britt Baker before she wins the title. So I don't know if you're Toni Storm, if you're Tony Khan, I think you're sort of stuck in a weird spot where it's like, man, Jamie's really popular. Maybe I should go with her, but I've had this damn interim tag on Toni Storm that's going to make me look kind of like an asshole if I do that. So you just don't. Toni Storm keeps it. I think it's going to be protected for Jamie Hayter. I think she's going to put up a hell of a fight, and it might actually look like she can win. Maybe Rebel inadvertently costs her this, and that sort of begins her split from Britt or what. But I got 5 confidence points on Toni Storm.
I got 4 on Toni Storm. I can't disagree with anything you said. I mean, she's basically on TV every week defending this title,
true.
Or being in eliminator championship eliminator matches. Like it was like several weeks in a row that she was on TV wrestling, and it's obvious that despite the interim tag on that title, that Tony Khan has said to Toni Storm, "You're carrying this division right now." Mm-hmm. And if for whatever reason, whether Tony Khan decides just to make her the full-time undisputed champion, or they have a unification bout soon, Toni Storm has done a ton of work building up the interim title, and it'd be a serious bummer if when there's any sort of title unification or they deem this title the title, that she's not involved in it. So I got 4 on Toni.
Yeah, that makes sense. And now thinking about, I've got Toni in this one with 4, but yeah, it makes sense because even when Mox was the interim champ, before they took that label off, he was the workhorse as well, working every night. I don't know if Khan thinks that if you slap the word interim on it, then all of a sudden you're like a workhorse now. I don't know if you have to prove yourself or not. I don't know, but if that is, that's a joke. That shouldn't run that way. But I got Toni Storm with 4 right here. Yeah, Hayter's the most over woman in their division. I'd love to see. I'd love to hear the chance that they give her. But Toni, because I don't want to see an asterisk. She deserves better than that for a match down the road with Thunder for sure.
For sure. Next, Death Triangle defending the trios titles against the Elite. The Elite. The Elite.
No, you could just the first one was good.
Elite.
You stop me up. Stop me up. Okay. I got the elite with 11 here. 11, wow. All my confidence points.
Wow.
Dude, no, man. There is no chance in hell. These guys have been suspended for fucking 6 months now. That's what it feels like. It's been really silly. They're coming back. They're winning. Can you imagine how deflating it would be for that crowd? You want to murder a crowd? You have them lose here. And
you get Pack and his hammer.
There you
go. Look, I'd be all for that. I'm rooting for the Death Triangle. I'd be laughing my ass off. I'd be cool losing these 11 points. Yeah, I got 11 points on this. Are you kidding me? It's the Elite. Of course they're winning.
Yeah, I got the Elite with 5. I'm pretty sure they're winning, but on the off chance that
5?
Let me finish, damn it. I'll find a 5 somewhere else to use too.
Yeah, that's what he does.
And the off chance that Pac decides, hey, Kenny Omega, come here. Whoop-ah, hammer.
Yeah.
Busted. Split your skull open.
And leads to a win. It's more about protecting my back as opposed to having a less degree of confidence the Elite's going to lose this match. Elite's going to win. I got 5 on it.
Right on. Yeah, I've got 10 on Kenny and the Young Bucks to get things done. I really hope that they, do sort of like the Star Trek thing where they all just show up and like,
they teleport
right in the ring, just like that. They teleport right on into the ring. But yeah, I mean, come on, they're gonna get a big pop. They're gonna get their belts back. They're gonna look strong doing it. And yeah, Kenny was here for like a cup of coffee when he came back from his injury. I miss Kenny. I want to see Kenny get stuff done.
Yeah.
10 for the Elite to win. As much as I love
10.
Pac and the Lucha Bros.
Next up, Saraya taking on Britt Baker, Enforcer. Who do you got?
I got Saraya here with 11. This is where the strength will lie. Loved Britt Baker's promo on Wednesday. I think one of you guys mentioned a double turn, which I think could be very interesting. But yeah, Saraya is going to win this one. And it's probably going to be a hell of a match, but I'm going to be clutching my pearls the whole time worrying about her. I just want to see her get through this match and move on to the next one.
Totally. Steve, how about you?
I'm really appreciative that she went through the lengths of doing that interview, talking about just how far she went to get like double and triple cleared. So I'm gonna be pearl clutching, but a little bit less than I would have had she not sort of given that info. I'm with you, Enforcer, and I'm also with you on points. I got 10 though on this with Saraya. Yeah, she's been gone for a long time, and in wrestling, ring rust don't mean nothing. And being in the prime of your career like Britt Baker doesn't mean nothing. If you've been gone for a really long time, then you're going to get this win. Saraya with 10.
I got Saraya with 7. Not that I'm not confident she's going to win. Pretty confident she's going to win. But
kind of rooting for Britt on this one, to be honest with you.
I mean, as you mentioned, Steve, if you try to make sense of it, Britt should win.
She should.
She should win. If you
stupid wrestling tropes.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. So I got Saraya with 7, just in the event that Britt somehow does get the win here. Anyways, main event time. Got Jon Moxley taking on MJF. I guess for at least me, it's less about who's going to win this match. I feel like it's pretty much a near certainty who's going to win. Is how is MJF going to get the win here? Is it going to be, as he says, on his own? Probably not. With the help of William Regal? Highly likely. With the help of the Firm? Entirely possible. There's a lot of... Again, the thing about the AEW, this AEW pay-per-view in particular, and a lot more recent ones, even going back a ways, is the outcomes are generally predictable. You at least hope that the journey there is worth it.
Right.
And so far, MJF has made this journey worth it. Hopefully the payoff here at the end follows with what they've done with the story, especially the work MJF has done with this particular story. I got MJF with 8. Again, I could have a lot more. Feel pretty confident he's going to win this one.
I got 8 as well on MJF. Everything you just said is absolutely true. Maybe they're teasing Regal turning a little too much, and it's not going to be the case. I saw on Twitter the other day somebody posted Dean Ambrose's debut in FCW where he kicked the shit out of Regal. They've mentioned that as well, so you get more motivation there. But I really love the idea of Regal being, the Alfred to Mox's Batman in perpetuity, him not turning on him. But I get the feeling that, at the end of the day, Regal is he's a villain. He's a bad guy. He even said as much during all the promos in this. And Mox isn't, and MJF is. And I think that's the whole point of all this MJF babyface stuff is they're going to try to use this opportunity to make him the most evil piece of shit that he could possibly be. And I think that having Regal turn on Mox disappearing for a long time while he's fishing, I think will help accomplish that. Maybe if he has the Firm with him, that'll help accomplish that. So yeah, I get the feeling that Regal's going to turn. But like you said, however it happens, MJF walks out of Full Gear as champion. That'd be the smart move because he's a ratings draw. I get the feeling. I know Wade Keller had mentioned this before. I get the feeling that MJF has probably signed an extension. Like I just when he came back, I'm like, you know what? He probably maybe like 3 years or something. Maybe not a full 5. Yeah. Maybe he's coming back for 3 years, which would put him at whatever 2025, a year past his big bidding war. He could do the story of the bidding war, hold up the company, but he'd still be under contract because it's all part of a story. So yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Same confidence points, same outcome as you. 8 on MJF.
Right. Yeah. Honestly, one thing I'm very intrigued with is that the Wardlow match that MJF had was mired with, plane rides. Is he going to be there? Wasn't much of a match.
Mm-hmm.
All this year, really, we haven't had many MJF matches of any significance. That's the thing that I'm most excited to see is MJF and Mox get down, how this is going to end. I do think that Jon Moxley will lose this match. And I saved it at the end here, Steve.
I know. I thought earlier today I was like, I got to use that when we're doing it. I never did.
But no, MJF should win this by hook or by crook, whether it's with Regal, the Firm, someone else. I got 9 with it, and I look forward to the media scrum afterwards with MJF for sure.
The true main event, the media scrum after the show.
Yes.
That's going to be good. All right. Well, that'll do it for us. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate it. Let us know what you think in the comments below. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and the notify bell. Thank you, everybody. Till next time, we'll talk to you later.
Goodbye.
Later.